Hey guys, welcome to the channel Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles. Today's video will be on a X-Men Sudoku created by Tenali Raman. This Sudoku was posted on the Logic Masters Germany portal, and if you want to try the Sudoku out yourself, I've given the solving link in the description of the video. Please try the Sudoku yourself and then come back and watch the video. And before moving on to the rules, do remember to subscribe to the channel. We'll really appreciate it if you hit the subscribe button. The rules are classic rules apply. Each row, each column and each 3x3 box will have digits from 1 to 9 without any repetition, and little killer rules apply. So you can see that there are some clues given outside the grid with small arrows pointing towards the grid. The sum of the digits in the direction indicated by the arrow will be equal to the clue. Digits may repeat in the direction of the arrow provided they do not violate classic rules or other rules. Then you have killer rules inside the grid. So as you can see, there are several cages. Cages are nothing but cells encompassed by dotted lines. So the digits do not repeat inside the cages, unlike the little killer rule where digits may repeat. And when you add the digits inside the cages, you will reach the clue given at the top left corner of the cage. So this is the killer part. And finally we have the palindrome part. There are some gray lines in the grid, 4 gray lines to be precise, and the digits read the same in both the direction in these gray lines. So for example, if you have a 4 and a 2 here, then the first and the second cell starting at the other end of the line will also be a 4 and a 2, so that it becomes a palindrome, and it is the same when read either ways, 4 2 2 4 or 4 2 2 and 4, right? So these are the rules. And with that, we'll start solving this Sudoku by Tenali Raman. This was themed on superhero, and as you can see, we have a beautiful X shape in the grid, right? If you look at the cages alone, right? So if you look at the theme of the Sudoku, it's very pretty to look at, right? This cell will also be red. And the theme of the Sudoku is X-Men. So we'll start solving the Sudoku now. So 20, 10, 33, 37, 25, 36, 21, 34, 9. Okay, so a quick look at the cages tells us that we can't write any preliminary or we don't have any basic information to start the Sudoku. So by basic information I mean, so for example, you have a 21 here, right? 21 has many possibilities. It can be 489, it can be 579, or it can be 678. But if you have a 24 here, then we can quickly write the possibilities as 7, 8 and 9, right? Because the maximum possible value from 3 cells is 24, and we could have written 7, 8, 9 here. So that is what I mean when I say basic information. All the cages have a lot of possibilities that can go at the start. So which means that the killer part is not going to help at this point. So maybe the little killer rule will help us. I think it has to, because the palindrome is also absolutely useless at this point. It has nothing, just a 4-line palindrome with no information. So 65 from all these cells, right? Let me highlight those cells. And we know that the maximum total from the diagonal from top left to bottom right will be 24 multiplied by 3 times, because in each box you can get a total of 24, which is the maximum, and when you multiply that by 3 times you will get the maximum possible value. So that gives you 72. So we still have a degree of freedom of 7, and that is still a huge degree to have. So maybe let us look at this direction, 25 from these cells. So all these cells, including the middle cell, let us highlight in green maybe. So these cells take a value of 25, and the minimum possible value from these cells is, because maximum if you take the value is going to exceed, so minimum possible value from these cells is going to be 6 multiplied by 3 times, 1 plus 2 plus 3, and 6 multiplied by 3 times, that is still 18. So still a degree of freedom of 7. So again the same kind of logic, right? 7 degree of freedom this side and this side. So but it's not really useful because 7 is a huge value. So we would have to go deeper inside this Sudoku, right? So if you look at this, these cages, they are covering the diagonals starting from here. So let me highlight those two. The grid has been designed in such a way that all these highlighted cells are completely covered by cages, right? That is beautiful, because that is the information that we can have from this grid at this point. We know the total, now we know the total of the digits in red cells, blue cells and yellow cells, because all these cells are completely encompassed by cages, right? So 9 plus 34 is 43, 43 plus 25 is 68, plus 33 which is 101, and plus 10 which is 111. So the sum of all these three diagonals starting from row 1 column 1, row 1 column 2 and row 2 column 1 and hitting the bottom part is equal to 111. And we also know the sum in the red cells, which is equal to 65. So the sum of the yellow cells and the sum of the blue cells is now going to be 111 minus 65, which is equal to 46. Okay, that is still a little bit large number, but maybe we can, how do we take 46? Okay, let us start by putting minimum values in these 4 cells, right? So you will get 10 from these 4 cells, and here you can't have 10 because you have a 25 clue. Let us go to this box. You will have 10 again from these 4 cells, so that gives you 20, and then you have these 4 cells to be covered. So 20 plus 3 plus 3, which is 26, and these 4 cells would have to be at least 16, right? Because if you have 16 or anything lesser, if you have anything less than 16, then this cage, you cannot satisfy this cage total. 15 or anything less than, you will have minimum 10 here. So which means that this would have to be minimum 16. And now if I add all the values, the minimum possible values that the yellow and the blue cells take, 10 from here, a 3 from here, which is 13, and then 16 from here, which is 29, again a 3 from here, which is 32, again a 10 from here, which is 42. Superb. That is almost close to the value that these cells can take. So we have 42 minimum from yellow and blue cells, and we know that the sum of the yellow and the blue cells would have to be 46. So that leaves us a degree of freedom of 4 in the yellow and the blue cells. That is at least better compared to the earlier degree of freedom we had, which was 7. So which means that all these values can be shifted by 4, which means it can be maximum 4. So it can either be 10 or it can be maximum 14. So similarly, these 2 cells can minimum sum to 3 or minimum sum to 7. These 4 cells can minimum sum to 16 and maximum sum to 20. And similarly, these would be 3 to 7 and these would be 10 to 14. So this is the information we have at this point from the grid. All the blue and the yellow cells in each of the entities, the box or the cages, can be shifted by 4 to reach the total of 46. So let us maybe do the same thing in this grid from this direction. So should I remove the highlighting? Yeah, that would be better, because then there will be too many cells highlighted. So I've removed the highlighting, and I'm going to do the same thing from this direction and see if that gives us something. You will also see that the principal diagonals and 2 other additional diagonal are also completely covered by cages. So because of the X shape inside the grid, so this is happening. Right, all these cells are now completely covered by cages, which means that we can have the sum or the total of all these cages. So 21 plus 36 is 47, plus 25 is, how much is that, guys? 72. 72 plus 37 is, I hate totaling. So 109 plus 20, which is equal to 129, and that minus 25 is 104. So let me quickly add once more. 57 plus 25, which is 77. 82 plus 37, 18 plus 17, 117 plus 20, 137. Oh, I am adding very badly. 57, 59, 7, 2, 110, 119 and 139. So 139 is the total of all these killer clues, guys. If I try to say that loud again, I might make mistake again. So if you add all the killer cages, you have a total of 139 from the grid, and we know that these green cells are totaling to 25, which means that the pink cells and the red cells sum up to 114. That is a huge value. So we need to take the maximum possible values here. Minimum possible is not going to work. The maximum possible here is going to be 30, and from these two cells we'll have 17, so which is 47. From these two cells we'll have 17 again, which is 64. From these four cells we'll have 30. So 64 plus 30, that gives 94, and we know that we need to reach 114. So which means that these four cells have to be minimum 20, and that should ring a bell. So when we looked at this from this direction, from the left to right direction, top left to bottom right, we saw that all the cages can be shifted by 4, and maximum became 20, and here we saw that it minimum becomes 20 from these four cells. These four cells were earlier highlighted, and we saw that they can be maximum 20, and now even after substituting all the maximum possible values inside this cages, we see that this has to be minimum 20. When minimum is equal to maximum, then that is the scenario that is going to happen. So which means that these four cells sum to 20, and all other cells would have to be maximum in value. What a beautiful way to start the Sudoku, guys. Really amazing. This is such a clever way to start the Sudoku, and the Sudoku was given a rating of 3 stars in the portal. I have no idea why. I would have given this 5 stars because this is not an easy one to see, but then again, compared to the guys at LMD, I think I'm not at their level. Still, 3 stars is a little bit low for the Sudoku. So, and maximum possible values. Okay, I'm sorry, why did I put 6, 7, 8, 9 here? So this would have to be 8, 9, maximum value. And we saw that this would have to be 20, right? So which means the middle value we can take. This is 5. And I'll remove the highlights. And now, since we have shifted we have got all the 4 degrees of freedom here, all the rest of the cells. So I'll again highlight so that there is no room for doubt. Right? Oops, I should have done using a different color, right? Okay. And now we know that the total from these 4 cells is 20, and only if all of these cells are minimum we can reach 46, right? That was the total we obtained for the yellow and the blue cells. So minimum is 10 here, minimum is 3 here, 13, and this is 20, so 33, and 33 plus 1 plus 2, 36, and these will be 10 again. So that gives us exactly 46 when we put minimum values in the cells. So that is going to happen exactly. So these cells will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4. Right? This will be 1 and 2. This will be 1 and 2. This will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I think I'm facing a slight lag when I'm writing the digits, guys. I hope it is not too much of an inconvenience. Okay, so this would be 20, right? So there are many ways to take 20, so let us not focus for now. And because you have 25 from 5 cells, which means for the box, you will have 20 from these 4 cells, because in any row, column or box, the sum of the digits will be 45, and these 5 cells sum up to 25, so these 4 cells will sum to 20. And I think I can remove the highlights once and for all, because so now we have to see a different way to continue the Sudoku. Okay, you have 8, 9 pair here, right? Which means inside the cage you cannot have 8, 9 anymore. So both of these cells can't be 8, 9. I'm sorry, I would have to remove the 8, 9, right? So they become 6, 7. And now we can remove the 6, 7 from here because we have a pair here, and that gives a 4 here, right? And okay, this grid is symmetric, right? So we can do the same things in all the 4 corners. So 1 and 2, so which means these 2 cells will be 3, 4. These 2 cells will be 1 and 2, and similarly this is a 1, 2 pair, so this becomes 3, 4, and this becomes 1, 2. This is 8, 9, so this becomes 6, 7, and that becomes 8, 9. Okay, so we can get all the corner cell values. So this is a 9 cage, which means this is a 6, This is a 10 cage, this is a 7, this is a 20 cage, this is a 3. Beautiful, guys. Okay, this 29 little killer clue has no information now. Maybe it will help at the end of the grid. So, okay. Let us start, focusing on the cages again, because we have got 4 digits inside. Let us maybe look by starting at the highest value cage. This is 37. We have 30 from 4 cells. We need 7 from 3 cells, and there is only one possible way to get 7 from 3 cells, which is a 1, 2 and 4. Now let us move on to 36. 30 from 4 cells, and we need 3 from 3 cells. There is 6 from 3 cells, which means there is only one possible way, and that has to be 1, 2 and 3. Let us go to 34 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, which means we have 10, and we need 24 from 3 cells, and there is only one possible way to get that, 7, 8 and 9. And 1, 2, 3, 4 is 10. We need 23 from 3 cells to get the 33 total, and there is again only one possible way to get that, 6, 8 and 9. 23 with 3 cells, there is only one possible way, guys, 6, 8 and 9. Not really certain how to continue here. Okay. So I think we need to color at this point. You'll see that there are lots of 1s, 2s and 3, 4s and 8, 9s in the grid. So maybe coloring will help us, right? So what we'll do, so let us start by shading some of the cells. Both of these cells will be equal. They are at the ends of the palindrome. So this becomes 1, 2. If this is red, this will also be a red. And which means that let's use a different color for this. If this is 1, this would be 2, and this is 2, this would be 1. And because this is red, so this would have to be a green. And you have greens here, which means they would have to be in the middle column somewhere, and the only cell they can go inside is row 2 column 8, which means this is not a 3, this would have to be a 1 and 2. And now you'll see that why it is helping us. Beautiful. So if you look at this cell, it cannot be a red cell or it cannot be a green cell, because it's in the same cage. It is able to have an effect on this cell. So if this is 1 or 2, then both of these cells become 1 or both of these cells become 2, which will lead to a clash here, which means that this has to be neither a 1 nor a 2, and it can only be a 3. So this would have to be a 1 and 2 now, and that becomes a red. Beautiful. So this is why coloring is helping us. The moment you see a lot of, not only this Sudoku, in any Sudoku in the future, if you see a lot of pairs having the same kind of possibilities, think about using coloring there. It will really help you to finish the grid. And you have 1, 2, 6, 7, 4, 8, 9. So remaining cells must be 3, 5, which means for the palindrome this would also be 3, 5. This is 3, 5. So this is 3, 5, and you have a 3 here. So this is a 5, this is a 5, and that becomes a 3. So you have red cells here, which means red cells would have to go here using classics, and the only cell it can take is this cell. So this would have to be red, and this cannot be a 4. This is 1 and 2. Again same idea, guys. Look at this cell. It is seeing both of this cell and this cell. So this cannot be 1 and 2. So this would have to be a 4. Beautiful. A really pretty solve path, guys. I'm really enjoying the Sudoku. And that means that this cell would have to be a green, which means that this would have to be a green. Okay, and this would have to be a red, because both of these are different. It's inside the killer cage. Digits do not repeat inside killer cages. Okay, and this would have to be a red, right? So any other cell that we can highlight? Not much. Maybe that perhaps there may be few cells which we can eliminate for 1 and 2, but that is not going to give us any information, because we hardly have any other pencil marks inside the grid. So let us start doing the same for 8, 9s in the grid. Maybe that will also give some information. So this is 8, 9. So let us use a different set of colors. Maybe blue for this. This will also be a blue now because it's a palindrome, and this both would have to be same, which means this is a different color. So this is 8, 9, they are both inside the same cage, so this would have to be different in color. And okay, using classic, both of these cells would have to go here. This is 8 and 9, right? And which means this cell, beautiful. Again, same idea, guys. The idea which we use in these two cells. If you look at this cell, it is seeing both of these cells, right? Which means that this cannot be. Why this cell is seeing is that actually this would have no effect in a normal classic rule on this cell. But because it is a killer cage, whatever comes here cannot be here. Beautiful. So which means this cannot be 8 or 9 because it's seeing both yellow and blue. This would have to be 7. And that means this is a 8, 9 and that becomes yellow. Okay. Which means this is becoming blue. This is becoming yellow. And this blue gives us an yellow here. This one. And that becomes a blue. Okay, we can use the same idea again here, I guess, because it's symmetric, right? Or maybe here. No, I don't think we can use that here, right? Actually, you could get this digit by using a simpler way, guys, because we saw that these 4 digits will have to be 20, right? 25 plus 20 is equal to 45. So you have 7 plus 7, 14 here, which means that this would have to be a 6. Beautiful. So these two cells will be 8, 9 now. And we can color them now, right? So this is yellow and this is a blue. And we can pencil mark the remaining digits inside the cages. So these will be 5, 6, right? And this is a palindrome, so this will also be 5, 6. You have a 6 here. So this is 5, this is 5, and this is a 6. And this 6 here gives us 7 and a 6 here, resolves the 6, 7 pair, right? There was a 6, 7 here. So which means that would be a 7 and a 6. You have a 4 here, so this is not a 4, and that becomes the opposite of red, which is green. So which means these two cells, 1, 2, 6, 7, 3, 8, 9. So they would be 4, 5 for the cage. And for this palindrome, you would have to have 4, 5 here, and you have a 4 here. So this is a 5, this is a 5, and this is a 4. And which means I can resolve this 3, 4 pair. So this would have to be a 3, this would have to be a 4. And using classic, I get the 5 inside the box now. This would have to be a 5, which means the palindrome property gives a 5 here. And this would have to be 7, right? Only possible value that this cell can take is 7. We have 8, 9, 3, 4, 1, 2, 5, 6. And that gives a 7 here using classic for the column. And this would be a 7 now, right? 7, 7 and 7. And that resolves this 7, 6 pair. This becomes 7 and 6. Which means this cell, classic gives us a 3. And which means you will have 3 in these cells because of these 3, and that 3 gives a 3 here. And that resolves the 3, 4 pair. Beautiful, guys. Really amazing Sudoku. I'm enjoying solving it so much. So 4 here. So this has a 4. And these 4s gives a 4 here. Right? Sorry. And that gives, okay, 4 here. All the 4s are placed inside the grid now. And this would be a 6, classic. That would be a 6, classic again. And that gives 6 in one of these cells. And gives a 6 here because there is only one cell left for the 6, and that gives a 6 here. Beautiful, guys. I think we are in for a photo finish really, because the 1, 2 and the 8 and 9, I don't see any way of resolving them. They will get resolved at the very end, I suppose. So we have placed all the 3s. Okay, 3s are left out. There is a 3 that can be placed here. That gives a 3 here. And which means we have placed all the 3s. And we have placed all the 4s. We have placed all the 5s. We have placed all the 6ers also. And 7s. Okay, we can place a 7 here. Classic. and that gives us 7 here, which means that we have placed all these 7s also inside the grid. So we need to place only 1, 2, 8 and 9 inside the grid, guys. So let us see, maybe this clue will help us now. 5 plus 7 is 12. Okay, still a lot of possibilities. Wow, look at this cell, guys. This cell cannot be 4, 5, 6, 3 or 7. It also cannot be 1 and 2 because it's seeing both the red cell and the green cell, which means this would have to be 8 and 9, and it becomes the opposite of blue, which means this is yellow, and that becomes 1 and 2 for the row, which means this is red. This becomes 1 and 2 now, and that becomes a green. So this is yellow. So which means that this green cell would have to go here for the box 5. So this is a green, and these two cells will be 8, 9, and that becomes yellow, and this becomes blue. This is a 1 and 2. Beautiful, guys. No, with Tenali Raman Sudokus, I have always a photo finish, which is really fun to solve at the end. So that becomes a blue. Nothing like putting some 20-25 digits blindly at the end, guys. So much fun to do that. Don't know why. So you have 8, 9 pair. So this means this would be 1 and 2. And that becomes a red. This becomes 8, 9. So this would have to be 8, 9, and that has to be an yellow. So I hope I have not messed up the coloring, because then that would lead to an incorrect solution. So these two cells would have to be put, so this would have to be 1 and 2, and that becomes a green. And this would have to be 8 and 9, and that becomes a blue. So we are in for a treat now at the end, guys. So you will see that we have placed all the 1 and 2 and all the 8, 9s in the grid, and I don't think there is any way to resolve this grid without using this clue. So if you remove this clue at this point, then the Sudoku will have 2 solutions, right? I'm sorry, it would have 4 solutions, right? Because each of the 1 and 2s have 2 ways, and each of the 8 and 9s have 2 ways. So there will be 4 solutions to the grid. And now let us use this clue so that this Sudoku has a unique solution. So you have 5 and 7 here, that gives 12. And we know that both of these cells are blue, they will be equal in value. And if I have a 9 here, then these two cells become 18. 18 plus 12 is 30, which is not going to happen. So which means that this cell, blue cell, would have to be 8, this would have to be 8, and that gives us 16. 16 plus 12 is 28, and which means that the red cell is 1. So we have got 1 of 8 and 9, and we have got 1 of blue and green. I'm sorry, red and green, which means that we can place all these cells now. So all the blue cells would have to be 8. Superb, guys. So all these cells would have to be 8, and which means the yellow cells now would have to be 9. All these cells can be blindly put as 9, and all the red cells can be put as 1. Superb, guys. This is a photo finish. And all the green cells can be put as 2. So we wrote close to 36 digits at the end without even thinking. So amazing finish to the Sudoku. The one thing, like I said, I don't understand is this Sudoku. I don't know why it's rated 3 stars. Maybe the people who solve it LMD are geniuses. I would have rated this 5 star for sure. It is definitely a hard Sudoku. The start is not so easy to see. So an excellent solve. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me solve this Sudoku. I had tremendous fun covering a video on this Sudoku for you guys. We hope to see you soon again with a video. Take care until then, and please remember to comment under the video and share with your friends who may be interested. Thank you.